Minimal Fam! Recently, as I was checking my email, I came across one from Dawn, the Minimal Mom, about a midsummer decluttering challenge. She said, let's do a race and see who can declutter the most in 15 minutes. Of course, this is for fun, but I thought it would be a great opportunity to just reevaluate everything that we have. So I called C. John over, showed him the email, and immediately he was in. He's extremely competitive, in case you haven't noticed.
Yes, I am down for the challenge, and I kind of want to prove to myself that it really doesn't matter how minimal you are. There's always so much to get rid of.
So I'm gonna finish up my cup of coffee, and then we're gonna get right to it. First thing I'm getting rid of are all of the extra hangers. So we actually needed a few more a couple of weeks ago, but they only sold it in larger packs. So we used the few, and then the rest we can actually give away.
Carlene got me this business bag probably like 3 years ago, and I really didn't even use it much. I used it maybe once or twice. I felt bad, I held on to it, but I don't need it.
We've had this pink bumbo chair since my daughter was a baby, and I've been holding on to it because my sister is moving back from Colorado and she has a baby. These gray sweatpants that someone gifted me over the holiday, and they told me if I didn't like them to just donate them. This little black crossbody bag that I don't really use because whenever I go out, I typically have the diaper bag with me.
This one is actually the hardest for me. These are my boots. I used to wear these all the time as a worship leader, and through the pandemic, my style has completely changed. There's a whole story to these boots that I'll save for another time, but it's time to let them go.
And I have a stack of Legends clothes that he's outgrown that I'm gonna be passing on to my sister. This beautiful robe that I absolutely love, but I've worn it once, so there's really no point of keeping it. This little device is pretty cool. You're supposed to put baby diaper cream on it and use that instead of your fingers to put the butt paste on the baby, but we never reach for it, so we barely ever use it.
Just like the boots, this leather jacket, I felt like I was always gonna need it even though I hadn't used it in 2 years. I wore it the other day and I knew it was just time to get rid of it.
This lotion, I grabbed it because it was on sale and I really needed lotion, but I just cannot stand the scent. These pouches that I was planning to repurpose for my kids' toys, but just never have, and I don't think I'm going to, so I'm gonna add this to the pile.
Every Mac laptop charger comes with this little adapter. I have never used these once.
I was gifted this book, and after reading the back, I knew immediately that I was never gonna read it. I went through all of our clothes, and this is just a random assortment of things we barely ever wear.
This one's kind of tough. This is the end of an era of Armstead babies. This fitted sheet was in the crib that we had Legend in our room, and he has transitioned on to his own room.
Probably the hardest item I'll have to part with today are my skates. I love to skate, I love these particular skates, but my feet have grown and they no longer fit me.
I actually only use one black tie now, so I don't need this one anymore.
And a bittersweet moment as a mom, I no longer need my nursing bras. And we just had a little tug of war behind the scenes with these sweatpants. They are C. John's, he wants to get rid of them, but they've really been mine for the last couple of years. They've got me through 3 pregnancies. They are the most comfy pants ever, but they are in really bad shape and they are a couple sizes too big. I need to stop wearing them. I don't feel good in them. I don't look good in them, so they just have to leave.
This cord goes to my old mic that I've been using for even these past videos. I held on to it thinking maybe the mic will magically turn back on, but it's broken, so time to let go.
Our original air fryer. So we were using this to batch cook a lot of things, and we also have a double air fryer for all of the other things that we were cooking, but we have not been using this very often. So we are actually giving it to a family member who's really been wanting an air fryer. Oh man, this juicer. So years ago, I thought that as part of a weight loss journey, I needed to be drinking green juices every single day. I don't know where I heard that, I don't know where I read it, but as you can see, I've come a long way, and this juicer no longer serves a purpose in my life. I don't make green juices, and I find it really hard to clean up. So I am donating it.
For the past 2 years at least, I've only worn black socks. I found this random white pair of socks. I knew I needed to just get rid of it.
Legends baby mitts that no longer fit. This thermometer, I had high hopes for it. It scans your forehead and gives you your temperature, but let me tell you, it is very inaccurate, at least the one we got. When my kids were sick, it was reading a temperature of about 98. Meanwhile, their fever was 102.
This spoon rack, we used to use these all the time, but we never used it for Legend, and sadly, it is also the end of an era.
Checkbooks from an account that we no longer have as of recently, and some random items that we no longer need.
A lot of these books truly have meant so much to me. I've learned so many great things from them, taken tons of notes, but as much as I say I'm gonna read them again, I haven't. I'm actually gonna take these over to the library and finally donate them.
An infant car seat cover that we no longer leave. Legend will be transitioning into a convertible car seat. And part 2 of nursing bras. I did not think that we had this much to declutter, but that just goes to show you that in different seasons you need different things, and sometimes you outgrow a certain item, or sometimes the item just served its purpose and now that time is done. So especially for like baby stuff and things like that. So
I mean, honestly, sometimes you just need a little nudge, like a little push, because it didn't matter how minimal our house was. Like, we still had stuff to get rid of. And so thank you, Dawn, for like giving us that nudge and that challenge, because I love a challenge. But yeah, I mean, no
she
matter.
said, let's see who can declutter the most. So I don't know if that was between me or you,
I don't know.
or us and her.
Maybe Carlene and I will do a versus challenge. Who can declutter the most? I mean, I literally don't think I have much left at all. Make sure you check out this playlist so you can see what everyone else in this challenge got rid of and see if we won. And if you're new to our family, make sure you watch these videos right here so you can see what we're all about. Stay minimal, our friends, and we will see you in the next video.